Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 3 of the Fulham career mode here on FIFA, almost said 19 there, that was wishful thinking, FIFA 18. At the end of the last episode we saw Harry Kane make a massive move to Real Madrid for £93.9 million. You guys have continued to give me your feedback on the options I gave you in the transfer hub. I've added a couple more to it. Christian Fruchtel is a player that have been added to the transfer list mainly just to show you guys that I'd seen it. But as you can tell, he's recently joined and won't move again, so I will remove him from the list. Tom Edwards, a right back. He's recently joined as well, apparently, but I'm curious to see what his stats look like. And then there was another guy, right mid or a striker from Liverpool, was it? I think from Forest. Sorry, Ben Brereton. But I don't know anything about him. But he's being scouted currently, so we shall find out his stats in the not too distant future. And I've added Joel Asoro as well. Thanks to your suggestions. But the most popular, basically, we're after a striker and a goalkeeper, aren't we? And by far the most popular option at goalkeeper was Agustin Rossi with you guys. Nick Pope obviously is English and slightly higher rated, but he's 4 years older. And you guys were keen on me to bring in Rossi. Now, they won't actually let me try and buy him, but I can pay his release clause. So I can go straight in and negotiate contract terms with him. So 6 million is perhaps a lot for a 72 rated goalkeeper, but I can just train the hell out of him, and fingers crossed he'll become a key part of our Premier League survival campaign. He's currently on 7 grand. I'll offer him 20 and a signing on fee of £300,000, and we'll see what they say to that. And what they say is they're happy. Great. We have a new number 1 goalkeeper. He is higher rated than Bettinelli, and we'll go into the starting lineup. We also brought in Varnier in the last episode as well, a young centre-back, hoping that he can have a part to play at some point this season. But he's not going to be doing too much initially. Just move everybody around. There we go. So we have a new number 1 goalkeeper, and we have a relatively new backup centre-back who hopefully will grow quite well. I shall start to train Varnier in the not too distant future, as well as heavily train Rossi the goalkeeper. Now the striking situation is curious. A number of you saying yes, go for Moussa Dembele, so I shall try and sign him. What I might also try and do is loan Patrick Cutrone from, it looks like is his contract running out? My chief executive reckons I could sign him for basically less than his valuation. Moussa Dembele was the most popular, so I should try and sign him. If I can pick up Cutrone on the cheap as well, then that's just an added bonus. But we should try and get the Moussa Dembele deal done. He was at Fulham, of course. Would they be interested in some sort of player swap? I've got a couple of dead strikers. Of course, we have got Rafael Leao that we brought in the last episode as well. 28-year-old Aite is probably better than anyone else. Rui Fonte is a new player at the club, but he's not going to suit my play style. I'd be tempted to let him go. Would you be interested in Rui Fonte? They're looking to bring in a left back. I don't think I've got any left back. Or maybe Sean Kavanagh. 17 million plus Sean Kavanagh. I don't want to pay that much. Thank you very much. I would be willing to give you. Well, we'll start at like 10, and they can always come. They can always come down to meet me, can't they? 17.4. Great. Well, so much for coming down to meet me, eh? Actually, more than they initially asked for. How about 11? I'm going to have to scrimp and save as best I can. 17.5. They're just going up every single time by £100,000. Stop it. How about 12? I'm going up by $1 million every time. They're going up by 100k. Oh, I hate it when they do that. Oh, we're going to think about it, and then we'll come back and we'll tell you that we're not going to accept. Frustrating. Okay. Yeah. Frustrating. Now, if I do let Sean Kavanagh go, I do actually have Joe Bryan added to the shortlist, who I'm currently scouting, which is another recommended player by you guys. So we shall wait and see what happens in that regard. We might get as far as the game against Southampton to start our Premier League season today. We might not. It depends how things go. A training injury for Camara. He's out for 3 months. Well, that's one less striker we've gotten available to us. They've come down to 16 million though, which is good news. I'll reject that for Dennis Adoy. They've come down to 16 million plus Sean Kavanagh, so they're starting to negotiate a little bit. We shall continue the negotiations. Every penny counts. Every penny counts. 13 million. Would you be willing to? Yeah, 13. And then I'll give you a bigger sell-on clause as well. How about 20%? 16.6 with no sell-on clause. This would be all of my money basically. If I can get him in for 14, I might have enough to still loan Cutrone potentially, or loan someone else. 16.3. Oh, they're playing hard to get. 14.5, except 16.3. I might have to rely on loanees. So, this is getting frustrating now. Come on! 15.3. The extra £1 million could come in handy. Jesus Christ! 15.8. Literally, I'm having to scrimp and save. Because literally every penny counts. We've a tiny budget. Something someone did mention actually that I haven't done yet is get a scout future star. That's something we haven't looked at. Fine, I'll pay 16.3. Ah, bloody hell. Negotiate. Christ alive. He wants a Cutrone squad role. That's fine. He will be my starting striker. 5-year deal if possible. Thank you. No release clause. Good. Wage-wise, he's on 37. I'll offer a... I can only offer 37. That's not... I don't think that's factoring in the wages freed up by Kavanagh going. I can't... Because in the negotiation thing before, it said when I offered 16.3, it said I had like £60,000 a week wage budget left. If I remove the bonus and then edit the wage and the signing on bonus, I can give you the signing on bonus, but that's literally all I can offer you wage wise. I can't afford to get Moussa Dembele. I'm going to have to end negotiations for the time being. Maybe we could free up a little bit more money elsewhere. Who could I potentially let go? Or I might just have to look for an alternative, cheaper option. We have Leao in now, who I could start to train. I thought I had more money available to me than that. That's frustrating. Right, what other options have we got at striker? We have Callum Wilson, who is arguably cheaper fee-wise, but more expensive wage-wise. Dennis has just moved. Oberlin, I can't get in. Up, I'm really unsure about. Very unsure about. Cutrone, I would be keen on. And Berahino, who's just joined Stoke, so isn't available. And then Ben Brereton and Joel Osoro, who we've since added to the list. Can I loan Cutrone? Buy Cutrone. So, hang on. I tried to loan him and he said no. And I tried to... did I accidentally click on... I might have accidentally clicked on side of Berahino there without noticing. 3.4. 3.5. Well, yeah. Done. We might have to rely on some growth from Cutrone, but we're going to bring Patrick Cutrone in. I'm really frustrated about not being able to get Moussa Dembele, but Cutrone is younger and, according to you guys, grows phenomenally well. So we shall wait and see. I'll counter with 4 years. See if they'll accept that, which they do. They don't want a release clause, which is fine by me. And £37,000 a week, 15 goals, £1 million. can I maybe make the wages slightly lower? Would you be willing to accept £32,000 and a 500 grand signing on bonus? No, evidently not. Okay, fine. Well, we'll just accept. Right. Cutrone's in. I shall put him as my starting striker. And hopefully he will grow. So I'm going to be training the goalkeeper, Rossi. I'm going to be training Ryan Sessegnon, and I'm going to be training Cutrone. They're going to be the three players that I train most frequently now. The board are happy with my progress. I'm relatively happy with my progress. We'll wait and see how much money we have. Interest only contribute. There's nothing I can do about that. Transfer for Tom Kelly. That's going to be rejected, obviously. Reject. He's going nowhere. And Werder Bremen are going in for Kieran Trippier. That's fine. It doesn't bother me at all right now. Not looking to bring in a new right back at this stage. Just waiting on a couple more scout reports on some of those newer additions to the shortlist. Ben Brereton here, 68 rated, quick, but, well, I say but, he's quick, he's good, but we've committed to Cutrone now, so I shall commit to him properly. Right, now I can readjust. Actually, let me just, I'll reload so I can get at least Sessegnon's in. We'll delete that session, and then we shall do the goalkeeper, Rossi. Should be easy enough to try and get him up a handful of ratings sooner rather than later, and then we will train Cutrone too. I might rotate whichever. There we go. I'll actually do that one. I might rotate which ones I'm training him on, so I can kind of build him up all round rather than just concentrating on his finishing. I might concentrate on his finishing and his dribbling and his passing to make him a more all-round player. But another new signing, another two new signings, Cutrone and Rossi in now. Cutrone will start, and we shall head towards that first game of the season against Southampton. Right, I've had some scout reports back. We'll have a look at those momentarily. I am actually going to accept this loan offer from Morecambe for Edun, and hopefully he can grow a little bit out on loan. Joel Asoro, that is a swift no, I think, for Joel Asoro. Tom Edwards was a right back, wasn't he, from Stoke, 65 rated. Doesn't fill me with confidence. We'll see how he grows. Joe Bryan was a left back I was perhaps keen on. Oh, hello, physicals. Yes. Yes, please. What was his valuation? 6.5 million. I might be able to bring him in, you know. We do have Matthew Targett currently on loan, but he would be a significant improvement at left back. A significant improvement. Then I could sell Sean Kavanagh. I didn't know he was going to be that good. That's a very good suggestion. I apologise. I forget what your username was, but that is definitely a deal I'd be interested in doing. The question is, do I have enough money left? I should do. We've got 12 million. I'll try a player swap. Fullbacks. Might as well use Sean Kavanagh in it if we can. Looking to bring in a right winger. Offer other player. What are my options? I have no right wingers, so it should just be a transfer fee. He's valued at 6. Let's offer 8. They might accept that straight away. They will accept that straight away. Yay. Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought for a minute that it hadn't come up. Right, what can I offer you wage-wise, Mr. Bryan? Squad role. Well, he would be crucial. Would be most certainly a starting left back. 4-year contract. That's fine by me. Wage-wise, doesn't want a release clause. That's good. And then wage-wise, I'm not sure what I could offer. Oh, he wants 45 grand a week, which I can afford. I shall counter. He is making a step up in division, of course. How about 37.5? Would you be willing to accept that? Good. Right. Well, we have a new left back as well. That's one of the best suggestions you guys have given me actually so far. I have to be honest. So let's throw him in then at left back. Joe Bryan, Matthew Targett. Sorry, not Matthew Targett. Joe Bryan's still low on stamina from a previous pre-season friendly, evidently. But now I can look to get rid of Sean Kavanagh, and I will now go for the Scout Future Star, which hopefully will be... Oh, I'm not connected to the service. Which hopefully will be a player in a position where we're not necessarily that strong. Where that might be, I'm not sure. Perhaps a winger. Perhaps a right-sided winger. Let's Trying to click the right stick. There we go. Where are we? I have no Scout Future Stars left, apparently. Alright. Didn't realise you could run out. Never mind. We won't get a Scout Future Star then. We shall advance and play our first game of the Premier League season against Southampton. Southampton's starting lineup: Fraser Forster in goal, Serge Aurier at right back, Vestergaard, Hurt and Bertrand, Lemina and Romeu holding. How have they got Serge Aurier? Lucas Vazquez on the right hand side of midfield. New signing Stuart Armstrong at cam. El Yunusi also a new signing left hand side of midfield. They're two that I made manually. We will hopefully be able to do at least something in our first Premier League game. It's going to be a difficult first season, but of course Southampton were the side that I last did a Premier League save with, and we had a very difficult first season with them, but were successful in staying up. We'll wait and see if we can replicate that in this Fulham series, but it is going to be significantly more difficult than it was with the Saints. Online to Sessegnon. Back to Joe Bryan again. Sessegnon's gone again, and Bryan finds him. Eventually the ball reaches him. Inside there to Seri. Lovely spin. Jean-Michel Seri. Well held by Fraser Forster. Jean-Michel Seri out here to Bryan. He thought about making a run through there, Oliver Norwood, and didn't in the end. Sessegnon. Getting very narrow here now. Christie. Kearney. Twisting one way then the other. Bit of space perhaps for Bryan. To accelerate into it too, and cross the ball into the middle. It's a dangerous delivery. Fraser Forster can only punch. Seri's not going to win a physical battle though with Oriol Romeu, is he? We know from the Saints series just how much of a rock he is. Cutrone goes down there, and we will take the foul. And a yellow card for Wesley Hurt. I don't know, as I have a free kick specialist in my ranks. Tom Kearney is standing over it. 75 accuracy, 74 curve. Jean-Michel Seri is the best free kick taker, and weirdly I do like to take free kicks with the right footer, like from a position like this, rather than a left. I like to start outside the post and try and bend it in, although that definitely didn't go according to plan, did it? Nicely picked off by Cyrus Christie. Use him in the build-up as well. Forward there to Cabano, through the gap to Cutrone. Just lay that back, that was nicely done. Kearney, Seri, back to Kearney. Cutrone's there, as is Oriol Romeu, annoyingly. Lucas Vazquez in behind here. And there's an overload of people on the far side. He's gone for goal. That's the first thing that keeper has done for me. The first shot he's faced, and that's what he does. Questions asked of Rossi, the new goalkeeper, who was by far the most suggested by you guys in the comments. But I have no idea what he's doing there whatsoever. Not the best of first impressions, I have to be honest. Strong. Oh, it's a great through ball. Lucas Vazquez in the box is offside. Missed anyway, hit the woodwork. I want to see the goalkeeper, almost want Southampton to have a proper effort now, so I want to see the goalkeeper restore my faith in him by making a decent save. He didn't have the opportunity to even try there because the whistle went before he went into any sort of animation, but Christie will try and work this down the line to Cabano. Here's Tom Kearney, that's a good turn. Cutrone, Seri's there. Cutrone's going to go again. We'll use him. We'll go all the way out to Cabano, down the line to Kearney, turn back on that left, pull it in, and Cutrone, oh, misses the target. He's right-footed with a 3-star weak foot, Cutrone, and it just got away from him and then slid off the front of his boot as he cut across it. Maybe the intentions, or just having a teammate in front of him, Jean-Michel Seri, put him off slightly. Still plenty of room for improvement for Cutrone. Only 71 rated, but very young. Hopefully he can prove to be an extremely good player for us. Norwood. Kearney. Through the middle to Cutrone. Good touch to turn. And Seri's running into space. Jean-Michel Seri, equaliser, 1-1. Cutrone with an assist on debut. Might have had a goal. May still yet get the opportunity to get a goal. But as a team we have Fulham 1, Southampton 1, 25 to go. Gabbiadini off the bench. Charlie Austin Romeu looks to find the Italian. Heavy touch and Lamarchand gets across. That's a let-off because he was in there. Very much so. Good touch and turn by Norwood. Out here to Ryan Sessegnon. Cutrone's making moves, but Sessegnon lets the ball run. Does keep it in though. Cutrone will get that back to Bryan. Good work by Ryan Sessegnon there. And out wide to him again. Into the middle. Cabano brings it down. Cabano! Oh, we kept it in. Ryan Sessegnon. Oh, he's done well. Sessegnon pulls it back. No, he won't reach Tom Kearney. Stuart Armstrong steps in. Christie intercepts that though. Cutrone spins. Cutrone can't shoot. Kearney trying to get there. That might be my throw though. It's not. May's fired into El Yunusi. Through to get there to Gabbiadini, who turns well, had the space. Rossi saves it. It's near post. A little bit of faith restored in the youngster there. It was a pretty simple attempt. A simple attempt to deal with. Although saying that, so was the one that he actually fumbled straight to their man. And Ryan Session's in behind here, but Mario Lemina's got enough stamina left to close me down. Here's Kearney. Cutrone. Oh! Serge Aurier from nowhere. Oh, and Cutrone's going to have to come off injured. I can't believe it. Please don't be out for too long. Cutrone coming off. We'll throw Aite in. Throw Johansson in for Seri, who's running low on stamina. I can't believe. But Serge Aurier has arrived with the most ridiculous last-ditch challenge there. Unbelievable. 2 minutes to go. There goes the final whistle. A hard-fought draw away from home against Southampton that we perhaps deserved more from. They only got their goal because of a mistake from the keeper. And had Cutrone gotten to the ball ahead of Serge Aurier, we might well have tucked that home for 2-1 and avoided an injury to my new starting striker. Please don't be out for too long. Oh, please, game. What have you done to me? Cutrone, brand new signing, injured on his debut and out for 7 months. Just my luck. I cannot believe that. An offer for Stefan Johansson that I should be rejecting. That has me so unbelievably deflated. I can't believe it. 7 months. Well, I'm going to start training Leal then instead of Cutrone. 7 months! He's not even been at the club 7 days. Unbelievable. Well, Leal's going to get the training now. I'm absolutely heartbroken for the kid. There's not really much I can do now because I spent all my money. There is one guy I might be able to afford to get. We've got 1.76 available transfer budget-wise and £5,000 wage-wise. There was a young centre mid from Benfica, Fernandez, that I would be keen on buying, but I'm not sure whether I can afford him now. I might have to try and loan him instead. I shall offer a transfer fee of 1.6 million. They want 2.2. Now, I quite simply cannot afford that and his wages. So would you be willing to accept 1.7, which was basically all of my transfer budget? And then I'd just have enough to pay his wages, maybe. 1.8. I'm going to have to counter because that wouldn't leave me enough to pay his wages, I don't think. 1.750. I'll accept that. Now, can I afford his wages? That's the question. He was on 3 something, I believe. He's on 3.6. Negotiate. We're getting a number of young, positive players in this window. It's just some of them are getting injured for 7 months immediately. Oh, he wants 3-year contracts. I'll try and get him to sign a 5 or a 4. I don't know whether they want a 3. They might sign a 4. And they have done. No release clause, 4,900. Now that I cannot afford. If I just completely take out the signing bonus, I can afford to give you £3,000-ish, 3,185. I can't afford it, lads. I just can't afford it. Remove the bonus. That's all I can afford. It's not going to happen, is it? That's all I can do. No, sorry. Can't do it. Can I loan him? I can't try and do anything with him at the minute. Okay. Well, that was a good episode with a bitter twist to it. Manchester United next and Crystal Palace. That will be in the next episode on Thursday. I'm not sure what to do now at all. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. We're 8th in the league. I'll take that if you offered me at the end of the season. Cutrone out for 7 months. I'll see you next time.